And hello, everybody. And I hope that your Memorial Day is a pleasant one of the reminders of the people who have passed that you may know, or even if you don't know. This is Wendy. Wendy has a black eye. Wendy did something bad.
Yes, I did.
So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the drivers in the United States, the people who are multitasking as they drive. I have seen people drive with their knees.
Oh, yeah.
And the really talented people can drive with their feet. But anyway, seriously, we need to talk about the awareness of driving because it becomes more and more scary to drive because people are texting, people are like just not paying attention at all. You have these self-driving cars.
Yeah, we don't even trust those, but we trust the humans behind the wheel.
Right. You can talk into the microphone too.
Yes. Hi.
But anyway, so that's what Wendy was doing. Wendy was driving with her feet, and she decided to ram the back of a truck.
Tow truck.
Yeah, so hit the freaking tow truck.
Tow truck.
But anyway, so
So
do you believe that the majority of the people that are texting and driving are millennials, Gen Z, baby boomers, old people? Well, who do you think they are?
Like the majority, you're asking?
Yeah, that's kind of what I just said, yeah.
Because you see it, really anybody that's driving next to you, everybody's on their phone. Doesn't matter. What am I? What did we discover that my age group was? Gen Z.
I don't think you're Gen Z. You're pretty effing old. How old are you?
50.
Oh, you're not a baby boomer, that's for sure.
No. So I don't know.
I don't know. You're something.
It's
But
probably
anyway,
people in their early to mid 20s.
so I actually see people, and I only drive on a small road to get home, and I see people veering into the bike lane and riding in the bike lane, and
And then, gotta get, then swerve.
I don't even think they swerve. I just that they continue to go into the bike lane. Luckily, there is nobody riding a bike at the time.
See, exactly.
I do not walk in the bike lane.
Turn bad very quickly when not
But
paying attention.
it is extremely dangerous to drive because people, now, mind you, how many hours, because your phone tells you how many hours you're on your phone, screen time, on an average weekly, how many hours do you spend, or even daily, how many hours do you spend on your phone? Just looking, browsing, whatever.
Probably 3 or 4.
3 or 4 hours out of every day. Now, when you were a kid, when there was no phones, what did you do to replace that 5 hours?
I went to the woods. We played in the woods, played outside, rode our bicycles.
Gonna let that one go.
In the woods.
Who were you playing in the woods with?
My cousins and my sisters.
Okay, cover yourself on that.
What the hell? Yeah, we would make forts and go outside, play.
That is actually my childhood. That's what I did. I even made sassafras tea.
Ooh. That's a root.
It is. We pulled the root out and we made sassafras tea, and we had forts. We did everything.
It was the best.
It really was. It was a good time. But now, all people, even the mostly Gen Zs and millennials, why are you keep on pointing to yourself?
Because look at, what is it? It keeps on reading.
It's like you're a little rat.
I know.
No, this was back in the day.
Oh, that's before. Okay, this is current.
Yeah, they're very good.
Gotcha.
Okay, so anyway,
Weird.
so it's more the Gen Zs and the millennials now that do everything on their phone. So like TikTok, but they're doing it while they're driving. They're doing it while they're driving, and to me, that is extremely dangerous. How often, actually, I'm going to save this question, and we'll be right back. Okay, I think we're back. I don't even know. But anyway, what I was going to say is that, oh, Wendy will be back in a minute. She had to take care of something. Every single day when I'm driving, and my drive is less than 18 minutes. I mean, it's 15 minutes. It's on a very small road. And you still see people texting. You just know when they're texting. They'll speed up, then they'll slow down. They'll veer into one lane, then they'll veer into another lane. Now, this is only a one lane road. Is that the way you say it? I guess it is. So one car goes that way, one car comes this way. And they're literally like swaying back and forth like that. And it's really scary because you don't know if they're heading toward you. They're not really very careful or paying attention. How do you get them to pay attention? I actually believe that the cell phones should not operate, or you should not be able to answer, or you should not be able to use the cell phone while you're driving. There should be some sort of mechanism on the phone itself to disable the phone while you're driving. Okay, so you're going to say, how do you determine that your phone is driving and that you're not a passenger? I guess I don't have that answer, but I would actually disable the phone, whether you're the passenger or the driver. That does a couple things. One, it makes the driver more alert. Two, if you're the passenger, then you can have communications with the person that's the driver, because communication is lacking as well. How many times have you been in a restaurant and everybody is on a cell phone? I am guilty of it. I am guilty of it, being on the cell phone, looking at the weather, seeing if it's going to be raining out. But I am guilty of that. I believe we need to use our cell phones less. I do use the cell phone a lot of times, work related. But I am one of those people that I have to do instant answering. I shouldn't be doing instant answering, but that is what I do. It's a fault of mine that I'm going to try to rectify sometime before I die. But you don't have to. You can always wait to get back to the individual. That's the way I see it. So, how many people agree? Comment below. How many people agree that the cell phone should be disabled when you're driving? Now, I know what you're going to say. Well, I use my phone as my GPS. Okay, fine. Back in the day, before there were cell phones, I had a GPS. It used to sit right on top of my dashboard on a beanbag. It was a Garmin. But now, yes, I use my phone. And that's all you should be able to use it for. You don't have to touch the GPS. It tells you where to go before you take off. And when you take off, it locks into place. You can't use it anymore. And it will tell you where to go, your final destination, and it'll then unlock. So that is the way I see it working. I think that that is the answer for safety reasons. There are people here. There was somebody that got killed on the bridge right down the road because somebody was drinking and driving, and the person was riding a bike on the bike lane. Now, Florida is a bike-friendly state. It is also a motorcycle-friendly state. There are more motorcycles than I've ever seen in my entire life in the state of Florida. And there are more people riding bikes in the state of Florida. And it's just fact. It's just everybody's riding a bike, right? And they're riding a bike over these massive bridges, that goes over the waterway, and like people are like texting over a bridge. I know Gina's going to say, yeah, you're one of them. Well, no, I am guilty though because I have an Apple Watch, and if I turn it like this, I'm guilty of looking at it for a split second. I'm giving this oath today that I will stop texting if I am driving anywhere. I don't find myself doing it often, but I guess I'm guilty just like every other person that's listening to this podcast. And don't you lie to me, because you've done it. You looked at your phone, and that you've tried to text somebody while you were driving. It takes that split second to veer to a lane that you did not realize you were doing and hit somebody, and God forbid, kill them or hurt them or anything. It's just not worth it. Why am I talking about this subject today? Well, because I seen it just recently. Actually, I believe it was this morning. On the way here, this truck was riding in the bike lane for like almost a mile. Like, how do you, God forbid you beep your horn at this person to make them wake up. Meaning to make them have sense. Then they'll go postal on you, and that you're a bad human being for doing that. Okay, I'm a bad human being for doing that. That's another thing. This road rage thing. This instant, okay, lights green, go. I swear, no joke. Soon as the light turns green, I get beeped at. I'm one of the guys. If the light turns green, I'm going to count to 5, and then I'm going to go. Because just in case anybody else is running the red light on the other side, I won't get hit. That's just the way it is. I believe that's the way you're supposed to do it. I also stopped very sudden today. Jeannie's like, oh, so we're at Mach 5 stopping wise. Like, yeah, there's no reason to go through a red light. I'm in no hurry to go through a red light. So I'm not going to go through a red light. I want to know how you drive. Do you go over the speed limit? Do you do the speed limit? Do you go under the speed limit? Lately, what I have been doing, and I've been making a practice of doing it, is going the speed limit and setting the cruise control to that speed limit. Holding myself accountable to stay at that speed limit. Mind you, it is quite slow. Some of these side roads are 25 miles an hour. And they're fairly big roads. 25 miles an hour. When we come back, I'm going to see how fast Wendy drives. And if she passes people in the bike lane, and if she is a dangerous driver, we'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and Wendy is smelling things. She is like a hound dog. So, Wendy, we were on the conversation of speeding or not speeding. Now, how fast do you go? Do you go past the speed limit, or do you think it's okay? So they call this thing a fast lane. There's no such thing as a fast lane. There is a thing called a passing lane.
Right.
Okay, so
What speed limit as like everywhere we're talking?
no, it's
Regular?
US 1, 45 miles an hour. How fast do you go?
Usually, like, I usually go about 5 miles over the speed limit, or more, depending. I'm usually running late, so I'm usually going fast.
Right. That ended up killing my mom down the road. You know, that's what happened.
No.
My mother got into a car accident, and it caused this trauma-induced dementia because somebody was in a rush.
Sugar. Damn.
Sugar dam?
Damn sugar.
So anyway,
Yeah,
So-
it's very, very bad.
so I guess, so when you're at a stop sign or when you're at a red light, right, and it turns green, do you go right away?
No, I don't.
I always count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I go in case somebody decides to run through the red light on the other end.
Exactly. And that's constantly happening. And
But just recently, I was at a red light and it turned green. The moment it turned green, the instant it turned green, I was beeped out by the dude behind me.
absolutely. That is a constant occurrence. Yeah, because what I do is I don't go right away. I wait because I'm looking that way and I'm looking that way because there's somebody usually running the red light.
Right. So, I really think
But see, when I got on Thursday, when I got into my accident, I was in a school zone. I was not in a rush. I had nothing going on. I was coming from lunch, heading home, and I was
coming from lunch where?
at Golden Corral with my in-laws.
Oh, you eat at Golden Corral
Only on Thursdays.
every Thursday?
Well, they eat every Thursday at Golden Corral. That's their dinner date. But I decided to go with them this Thursday. But usually I don't.
So you decided to ram your car intentionally into the back of a tow truck after eating Golden Corral food.
Well, see, that's the part of why I wasn't paying attention because I started coughing and then I started like dry heaving. So I was like this, and I saw everybody because we were at a stoplight in a school zone, and I saw everybody going. So I started to go.
So wait, a stoplight is a traffic light?
Traffic light, yeah,
Oh, yeah, they call them traffic lights because it can't be a stoplight
stoplight.
because then it would be a go light as well.
Yes,
There's a stop sign
stop and go.
and there's a traffic light.
Traffic light.
A traffic light tells you to stop, to slow down, be cautious, and to go. So the green is go, the yellow is caution, and the red is stop.
Traffic light.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to help you out. I'm just like, I know you're from Okeechobee.
Stoplight. I've always called it a stoplight.
Like you're always like
I've been wrong.
Okeechobee-ish.
That's why you love me.
And just kidding for everybody that lives in Okeechobee that's listening to this. We didn't tell you to marry your mother. But no, just kidding. I'm just kidding. But so you wait a little while
Yeah.
when it turns green.
And I'm usually getting honked at.
When's the last time you were in a car accident?
Thursday.
No, you're dumb.
Before that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, it's a half-hour show.
It's been a while.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Has there been an accident in the last 10 years?
No.
No. Okay. And what about your husband?
No.
So you guys are fairly safe drivers?
Yes.
And you're 50 years old.
Yes. Yeah. We have Thank you for being safe driver on Progressive. We get a little discount, but probably not anymore.
Why'd you call your insurance company for that?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Well, I called to report it in case that he tried to call and report it. So I called and reported it. Because my bumper is, it's pretty jacked up.
Yeah, okay. So, what are you going to do different now than you did different on Golden Corral Day? That's what we're going to call it from now on.
Golden Corral. So I pay more attention now, actually. It's almost like a PTSD, like trauma response.
Oh,
Like,
Jesus. Oh, my God. We had a podcast on this, okay?
So-
This is the podcast. We had this podcast. Go to PTSD thing. Overdiagnosed. It's called Overdiagnosed. That is the podcast. And I talked about everybody having PTSD now. It's not just the military, okay? It's not just the people but now people who pick their nose too hard and it hurts now has PTSD and they need something for it.
So maybe we
So
need to-
everybody and their mother seems to have PTSD now, not just the people that have bullets flying at them.
Okay, so maybe
So now you have PTSD due to what?
well, no, like I said, I'm doing like an over response to it. Now I'm being overly cautious.
But you said it was PTI.
No,
We're on recording right
Like
here.
you said, I probably should not have used that word.
Right, because it minimizes what the people that truly do suffer
Absolutely.
from PTSD.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
absolutely.
you know,
And I apologize.
it's a really
On Memorial Day.
I'll tell you. So, yeah, so Wendy, who has ADHD and PTSD and all sorts of other crazy initials, no, I don't really think that you have ADHD, do you?
What are we talking about?
ADHD? Oh, jeez. How do we function with this, Jake?
How
I
do
mean-
you function without me?
So mind you, she's not allowed to do anything in the store. She just has to stand there
And-
because anything she touches, she breaks. That's what she does. Is that correct?
No. Not all the time.
Shall we go into the times that you did? Shall we go into the times that you said, "Oh my God, don't tell Chris"?
Oh my God.
Should we go into the times that, hello, we have a camera in the store, we can hear it all?
Oh shit, don't tell Chris I just
Shit.
dropped that. Well,
On the tongue drum.
don't draw. You know, I rarely play that thing too.
That's because we don't have it anymore.
No, my tongue drum, the one that I bought because of the mishap scratch on it.
But the PTSD.
The
So now you have PTSD for a tongue drum as well.
No.
Well, you just said due to the trauma that you know. Do you want to sell it back?
Oh no. No.
Why?
I love it. It looks like a UFO. Looks like a flying saucer.
And hence the reason you look like an alien?
Yeah.
I see. I'm sorry. What are you doing this for?
It's it's this big. The drum. And it looks like a saucer. You remember it?
Yeah, I'm the one that purchased it.
Yeah.
But
So, everybody needs to pay attention while they're driving. Seriously, y'all.
okay, now
not fun.
they can listen to you.
You end up with a black eye and getting cussed like a dog and having PTSD because of it.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Is there any last words that you want to talk about?
No, that's it.
I hope everybody has a great day. And that is about it. It looks like it's getting cloudy out, so I wonder if it's going to rain today. Is it rainy season yet?
It's supposed to be, but it is not working out that way. I think we have a 45% chance of rain today.
What are you, a meteorologist?
I could be.
Yeah.
That would be the job for me. I could be wrong all the time, and nobody cares.
I think that's the way it is now. Isn't it? I mean, isn't that the way it is? I thought that's the way it is now.
But no, because when I'm wrong, it like,
Nobody cares.
yeah. Oh, you do.
I do. You poked me with the pencil twice.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't have brought that in.
I mean,
Hey, I like that shirt on you.
I'm gonna have like lead poisoning.
They don't make pencils out of lead anymore.
Oh, what's that thing in there?
It is not lead.
What is it?
It's graphite.
Is that what it says on the pen?
Number 2, HB.
What do you have to bring up number 2 for?
Because I gotta go.
All right. Everybody, you have a great day while she goes number 2. See you later. Bye.
Toodles.